Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is French House Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is a LEGO Worlds video. Yes, I know, crazy. This is my LEGO Worlds avatar. Looking pretty cool. This is how I would look if I was a minifig. But today is a special video. If you guys have saw, for a lot of different reasons, we will be using this. Boom. Bam. Little foreshadowing there. But anyway, if you know the channel Camaro's Not Coffee, I'll have the description channel name in the description below. You can go check him out and subscribe. Basically, his name is Alan. If you've seen any of my gaming videos in the past while, you know that me and him are good friends when we game and we hang out together and we play cool games for YouTube. And because we can't really hang out together in the same area, me and him both bought Xbox Live for a little while here. As you guys know, I don't play online too much. But this is me. Right now, I'm offline, of course. But me and him built all of this that you're going to be seeing him in here in LEGO Worlds Online. Today I'm showing you guys the People Mover from Disney World. Now, since we can't, as of right now, go to Walt Disney World, I figured, well, screw it, I'm going to friggin' bring it to me, right? So, this is not the People Mover. If you've been to the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, it's not the exact same thing. There's a few things that are the same, but for the most part, I tried to go for a lot of many different things in Walt Disney World itself, the 4 parks, more or less Magic Kingdom and Epcot, but some other things as well, to kind of bring everything together in one cohesive People Mover ride. So that is what we're going to do in today's video. I'm going to run through it in first person, and then we're going to go through it a second time in third person, so you get both views, and I'll be talking about stuff along the way. So here we go. We're going to be riding the People Mover first person in a LEGO video game. Pretty freaking cool. I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, this took us so long to make. This really did. It took us, I think, maybe like four weeks or so. We did it almost every other day, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. One day it got deleted, but we'll talk about it. So again, a lot of effort went into this. I know it's not perfect. A lot of master builders in this game really strive for, they go freaking crazy with this game. But this is, I think a pretty good effort from the two of us. So tell me in the comments what you think of our virtual Disney World. So yeah, this is where you're going to be essentially, waiting for the People Mover. Little chair right there. This side is where, of course, you're going to another chair there. But this is the entrance. Pretty cool. So here's the People Mover ride, which looks really cool. I think I did a pretty good job building that. It kind of looks pretty good idea of it. Can I actually go through here? Yeah. Alright, so here it is. This is, Alan built this here. He built most of this stuff here. It looks really nice. It's kind of hard because you can't really go down sometimes. But essentially, this is what you would go in the People Mover. So you go this way, and then there's another. This is just to show that, it's moving. So there's another People Mover. Now, the first pavilion we're going to enter here, guys, is Space Mountain from the Magic Kingdom. Now this is the part where normally you'd get your heads cut off. you'd die. So no, this is there's a cat right there if you see it, kitten in the corner, kind of creepily staring at me. So there is actually, I didn't really mean for it to behead us, but we figured might as well change it because there's a lot of we're pressed for time. So essentially, what you go through there, but what I'm gonna do is go on the floor here, and I built a little area here, a little gate. Well, there was a gate. I guess the gate disappeared because video games. So this is Space Mountain. Again, this is not everything from every ride. It'd be impossible. I mean, it's possible, but it would take a really freaking long time to do this. So this is kind of like I don't know how to word it. It's just like a big conglomerate of, stuff you would find in certain rides. So here's a little dining area that Alan built, which is pretty cool. Kind of 50s-ish. You got some space stuff in here. I got some rocks and all the cool stuff. These are like the alien stars. Pretty cool. This was the first one we did. And there's, of course, the track. You go through there. Now, what we're going to do is go out this way. So, again, pretty cool. I like it. Did a great job with that. So here we are. Can I do this in first person? This is kind of difficult sometimes. There we go. All right, so here is the outside portion. So as you're going in your People Mover, you will, of course, see some trees, a fountain, some popcorn, a Lego Wall-E, which is very cool. I think we did a good job on that. And here's the Lego store that you will find in downtown Disney. Again, this is the Florida version we're doing here. Walt Disney World. I will take you inside the Lego store, but right now this is kind of the outside you would see. And then you have another cool Pugsy thing, Lego Worlds model. Now here's the one of the cool rooms. I mean, they're all cool, but People Mover. This is the Buzz Lightyear ride from Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. As you know, if you've ridden it, there are a lot of different I guess, targets you'll have to hit to save these aliens and defeat Zurg. So I went ahead. Oops. I went ahead. There we go. And I built that. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'll have to add that later. So yeah, you just basically, nothing happens. You just shoot the targets, and you save the aliens and all that. There's some space stuff. There's some ooze on the walls. There's your number one, you know, what do you call it? Your trophy that you win, which is pretty cool. You have some back-to-tanks almost of like slime. Again, this is alien stuff. I modeled the floor to Buzz Lightyear, so you have green, or we did. So green, white, and purple. There used to be a spider here, but as you know, LEGO Worlds, the AI just does whatever the F it wants, so the spider's probably somewhere else here. Again, I'll add this stuff. But here's the aliens. The claw. Doing that. That's pretty freaking funny. So yeah, just basically you'd shoot these targets. There's a little flag right there for you. And then you would save the aliens. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Now, if you guys can tell, we're going into Pirates of the Caribbean now. We had a really cool idea of kind of, making this, people mover thing, and I'll just show you what we have here. We have some crystal rocks. We have a boat. I made the whole thing in water, which is really cool. Just came up with that idea. There's the moats right there with a area. There used to be pirates here. Again, they just kind of roam wherever they want. Another ship right there. I'm going to add the pirate just to show you what it would be like. Let's see, where's the pirate? I think he's down below. Let's see. Well, there he is. Zombie pirate. Alright. So, yeah, so basically there'd be like a little war going on between a few guys, So it'd be them on there fighting these guys over here. Just a little war. And then Alan came up with the idea of kind of making this going right, kind of like an Animal Kingdom type ride, and then the track's kind of gone, and you're like, oh wait, we're gonna go, that guy just fell, we're gonna be going in the water, and you're like, oh, what the fudge, and then there's a little stop sign telling you don't go in here, and if you can tell by the skull and the darkness, we're in the Haunted Mansion. So let's go. So as you walk in here, turn behind you, you got some little festival going on. Again, keeping with the kind of scary but also kind of family-friendly tone of the Haunted Mansion. You got some pictures and all that, some jack-o'-lanterns. You have floating candles and a frickin' moth riding a ride. That's funny. You have the eyes on the wall, like the actual attraction. You got the Banshee. You have an organ with, I'd imagine, a ghost playing it, but ghosts are invisible, right? You have some tombstones, more eyes, the people mover kind of seeing what's up, more gravestones, more floating stuff. That was my best attempt at Madame Leota, the floating blue orb. I tried to do like the landscaping tool thing, but it was too friggin' big, so I said, screw it, that's what it looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. And then you have another Banshee, another Wicked Lady, and then I came up with a pretty cool idea of kind of having like the people mover getting caught on something and then kind of going up like kind of like a lift. So that's what that is. I made that kind of green to, and I fell, green to kind of fit in with the Haunted Mansion, aspect, I guess. So here we're going to climb out of the Haunted Mansion now, and we're going to be going this way onto the roof of the Haunted Mansion. People mover, and now we're in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So we got the Old West theme there with a bridge. Got some Old West archways. We have the dinosaur that you'll see in the ride. Of course, this is going to be a pretty steep, kind of like the ride itself. It's a roller coaster, so you go down a bit. And then there's some more land mesas and rock things and all that. You got more horses. There's the Lego store. So we're going to take a quick detour and go down. Before we continue through here, we're going to go this way into the Lego store. So let's do that. Here is, if you've been to the store in Downtown Disney, you'll see that they have like master building things and like random things kind of scattered around that people make. This isn't something I made. This is a prefab, but it's called George. I don't know what George is. It's probably something with Lego, probably like a Kusa or Kuso or Lego Ideas thing, something like that. So I put that there. Here's the cash register where you would kind of pay for your stuff right there. Little light there. Here's a shelf with a few Lego boxes, some Lego sets right there for you to pick out. So not too much in there. Again, you really weren't supposed to see the inside. This is just for us to make, because again, you would go past this on the ride, but still pretty cool. So there's the Lego store. Back onto the track here. We have the people mover going through one of these prefabs right here, right through here. this way. That's not part of the ride. So yeah, basically you just go through here. Next, we're going to be going on to another one of these lifts here onto Spaceship Earth. A center presented by Siemens, as I like to call Simons, because that other name is pretty effed up. You have Octan, president of business from the Lego Movie, president of the Octan Corporation and the world. So I added these lights here, which is pretty neato. You got the people mover here. You've got the Earth that Alan built, which is really cool. I think he did a good job at that. Spaceship Earth, right? So basically the whole ride is you going through different phases in time. It's a pretty enclosed and small area. So really as you're going down, this is you traveling back in time, and you see pirate ships. And you see different things like head busts and architecture and all that cool stuff from like the Renaissance area. You've got the brick and the rock and roll time period, and then you're out of Spaceship Earth, and now we're going into Figment's Imagination ride, also at Epcot, which is pretty cool. It was kind of my excuse. I don't really like purple and pink that much. That's just me. But it was kind of an excuse to use those colors because Figment's purple and pink. So, there's that. So here, this is really cool. Alan built these stairs here. You got the purple. Great, kind of like an Easter color. Now with the tone of imagination, anything can happen in your imagination. So I added the area right here where if you rode the ride, you know what I'm talking about. It's the eye chart, where you see different thingamajigs, and you're like, oh, Figment does a little song, and basically the purple studs are bouncing on top of the black studs, and the black line are the words, and Figment is the his head bouncing up and down. So that's that. Got some random colors in here now. The penguin escaped, because that makes sense. There's a moth in the ride, like on a swing, so I kind of put this friggin' penguin here in the cage, but of course, Gunther escaped. The Ice King's gonna be pretty mad. Whatever. Here's my best attempt at Figment. He looked more like a deformed animal than Figment, the purple dragon. But hey, you know what? You do what you do with LEGO Worlds. LEGO Worlds is this great building engine, but it's not perfect. There are some bricks you can't put on top of another, or some ways you can't flip them. It's kind of restrictive in some areas. So I did the best I could with Figment there, kind of creepily looking at you. I wanted to put like a really cool contrast, so let me actually get out the Sky Spinner here. So essentially how this would work is you would have outside it would be daytime, right? So like it is now. And then I'd have a storm cloud with lightning, kind of, because you don't really see that too much, storm clouds, and it's, a thunderstorm in the day. So I think it was kind of cool to get that imagination contrast. Again, the penguin is supposed to be in there. I don't know how he escaped because I literally boxed him in with glass, but whatever. The game does what he friggin' wants. So that's a door for us to get in and out when we were building it. People mover. And that is Figment's Imagination ride, which is pretty cool. Going through here, this is the last attraction, Peter Pan's Flight from the Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland. Nothing too special on the left, just these normal trees. But look to the right, you will see Mickey and Minnie, which is pretty gosh darn neat. I like how I added the candy as Minnie's bow with Spaceship Earth. You have no idea how Spaceship Earth was hard for us to do because, it's hard to get like the, we use the landscaping tool, and you try to, flatten it down, but it kind of looked like an Omnidroid from The Incredibles. Now it doesn't as much. It looks better now, but when we first had it, it took us so long. But I think we did a good job with Spaceship Earth. We couldn't get it perfectly round because it's kind of impossible to do that, but we did what we could. I think it looks pretty sick. Behind Minnie and Mickey is a carousel, which is also in Fantasyland. So yeah, Mickey and Minnie look pretty cool. And here's Peter Pan's Flight. The orange there is the time that you'll see when you're in there. It'll tell you how much long your wait is and all that. Now here's something cool. As you guys know, this is the People Mover cart that we were in this whole time. This is gonna be hard to do in first person. However, I told Alan, I said, hey, I want you to build a pirate ship, and essentially, here's the pirate clock tower, which is pretty cool. And then a dead tree just for the creepiness. And here's a water with a crocodile. There he is. He's kind of halfway out there, but you get the point. I told him, I said, hey, I want you to create this pirate ship, and I want it to basically be the color of the People Mover, but have it be a pirate ship. Because if you know the Peter Pan ride, you're not like on the ground, you're actually in the air, and you're kind of like, held up in the air by this beam here. So we did that. It looks freaking awesome. Alan did a great job building this pirate ship. It looks just like the People Mover. When we go through it again one more time right after this in third person, you'll see it a lot better. But yeah, it is still pretty cool. So basically you come out of here and then you do a little drop. and you are the people mover normal again. That backing right there so you don't fall off and die. And then essentially you escape the crocodile alligator, and you climb up another one of these things, and you're off from the people mover back where we started. And then you get off the ride and go about your business. So that was the people mover in full first person. Again, it's not the actual people mover. I try to get as many things from Walt Disney World in general as I could. That was first person. Now we're going to do it again in third person so you can get more of a good view of it. So let's do the people mover. Here we go. Bam! What? Cha! Alright, here we go. So we're going to enter the people mover. If I can... There we go. Okay. So again, these arches are really cool. Just gonna go through here as the first start. A lot of the people mover takes place in the dark, which I don't mind, but I didn't want to have that in there. So basically, like I said, we have to go down here, go through here. Here's the Space Mountain part again in third person, looking pretty cool. You can dine and eat and all that stuff. Pretty nice. Come up here. This is hard to do sometimes. There we go. Again, here's the outside in third person, looking pretty cool. This is basically more of a wide angle Lego store. The Buzz Lightyear attraction in third person, which looks pretty sick, I guess. I really like how we did that color again. Yeah, very cool stuff. Here's Pirates of the Caribbean. Kadoosh. Very awesome. It's funny, a little funny story, when there wasn't actually supposed to be a hole in the wall there, but I was testing this out, and I jumped in here, and I accidentally hit the X button, and I shot a hole right through the wall right there, and Alan's like, oh, just keep it. And I'm like, why the heck would I keep it? And he's like, oh, well, you can just do that. So, really, my mess-up kind of, fixed the ride, I guess. So here's Haunted Mansion, again, in third person, looking pretty cool. So we're going to be climbing out now in third person. Doing that. So we're going to go to Big Thunder Mountain now. Lego store, not really much to see in there anyway, so we're just going to skip that. Here's this, which looks pretty gosh darn neat. Climb through here. And we're going to climb up this way, and now we're going to go into Spaceship Earth. I'm going to do a quick wide shot right here, so here's what it's going to look like. Again, it's not perfect, but I did my best. It is what it is. Sorry if you hear stuff. My bunch of noise going around here. It's kind of hard to film. So here is this. Go down here. You have awesome space or Epcot stuff, Spaceship Earth stuff in here. Very, very awesome. Climbing out here, we're gonna go to Figment in third person. I kind of like how I wrote the words Figment. I think that's pretty cool how I got that in there. Took a while, but it is still pretty cool. Here's that cloud with the lightning. I think the lightning looks pretty cool. I think. There's that. There's bloody Figment staring you down. And then we're going to climb out of here, and we're going to go stop this way before we go to Peter Pan and check out this awesome shot again of Mickey, Minnie, and Spaceship Earth looking pretty cool. And then we're going to go through this way. Here's what Alan built. This is the People Mover pirate ship. Looking pretty effing cool if I do say so myself. That's very cool. We were going to originally add more to the top, but I said, that's because if you look at right there in the, I guess, foreground, background, whatever, in the front, you'll see that the People Mover is kind of open. There's no, covering over the top, so we decided to keep that. Clock Tower, dead tree, and then you basically jump down here, and then, like I said, you're up here, and that's it. So that is my walkthrough of the People Mover. Basically, this is my attempt, or our attempt, I guess. Me and Alan did this for, again, about 4 weeks or so. This took a lot of effort. Basically, what happened is when we were doing Figment, I think we built Figment and Peter Pan for about 3 hours straight, and then I went to save the game. Again, we were doing this online, and the game effing crashed, and I lost all of my stuff for the day, so we had to build Figment and Peter Pan, all that over again. It was a big hassle, but it came out better than what we had originally, so I think that was kind of cool. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this again. I'm not saying this is the best master building in the universe. I know there are better guys out there than me in this game, but I did try my best. Me and Alan tried our best. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I really had a great time making it with him. You know, we had a good laughs and we had fun building it, so it was a lot of fun. But at the same time, I think it looks really good. And who knows? We might do something like this again in the future. For more, like another big build like this, and we'll put it on YouTube. So anyway, again, Alan's channel will be in the description below. Camaro's Not Coffee. Please go subscribe to him and myself if you're new here. Tell me in the comments. Please comment. What did you think? Did you enjoy my version of the People Mover? Did you hate it? I hope you didn't hate it. I mean, I don't think you could hate it. It's actually pretty good. But still, tell me what you thought, and maybe I can improve on something, or maybe I did a great job. I'd love to know. And tell me how many of these rides you've actually been on. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.